Hey everybody, welcome to my shop. Come on in. So it's always a good day when it's new equipment day. Finally, after 15 months, I ordered this thing back in December of 2020. It is March 2022. So I know there's supply chain issues and we had COVID and all that to go through, but man, I don't know how these companies are making it when they can't get any product to sell. So this is my 48-inch pan and box brake finally. So let me get this thing unloaded and get it in the shop. Just basically got it uncrated, so let's take a closer look. It looks like it survived the trip pretty well. So what you're looking at is a Grizzly 48-inch pan and box brake, a G0950. So this will be nice to have. It'll be replacing the 3-foot Harbor Freight brake that I got. It's just a sheet metal brake. It doesn't have the fingers, so you can't do box and pan stuff. It's worked good for what it is, but I wanted to upgrade and increase my capabilities of making things. So sweet. Well, that's not too bad. There's the date on it. So they made this one December 2021. Only took 3 months for me to get it from the date it's manufactured, but you know, I ordered this thing over a year ago, a year and 3 months. So man, cool. And I do have let's see, I'll walk over here. So I picked up this 1 by 2 by 8 1/8 inch thick piece of stock, and that's the stock I'm going to use to make the legs. So it'll be standing up. I didn't want to buy their stand because it was overpriced for what I thought what you got. So this is basically, they consider it a bench top model. Pretty big for a bench top, but glad to have it. So sweet. Well, it's a beautiful day in the shop. Got chaos over here with the squeaky ball. So let's get on some welding and fabricating and get these legs made. So what I'm doing now, I'm cutting the stock. That's a big long 24-foot sucker there. But you guys can see that, give you an idea of how we're going to make it to hold the brake there. Hang on, I got to grab this piece. So 24 inches on the bottom, 12 on the top, and I'm going to angle the legs. So, and then the bottom is going to have holes drilled in it so we can run some anchor bolts down. Like I said, I'm just cutting these to length, and then we'll get the ends cleaned up and get on welding to it. Over here at the welding table, just getting set up. I got the sun behind my back, so hopefully this is not going to wash out too bad. So here's the bottom support, top support is there. I just drew a line so I'm centered up, and right now I'm just figuring out my angles. I mean, I know you can do this like mathematically, but I'm the kind of guy that likes to do it visually. And I've got my digital ruler here, and that's all I did was come in and, well, it helps keep it on like this, and then got it figured out. This one's 98 degrees, this one is 82, so total that's 179, which isn't bad because obviously we need 180, so it's off a degree, but that works. And then just get the longest measurement, which is going to be 21 3/8. So let's go cut these two supports at 21 3/8 and at the angles I just said. Got my first angle set up. Boy, you sure do need a lot of room to swing these angles with a long piece of stock. Glad I got a big shop. We are set up over here at the mill. Time to punch the anchor holes. That's going to be in the, I don't even call this the bottom foot. So I've got a stop here set up so I can just drill a hole, take this out, turn it around, hit the stop, and do the other one. Just a quick production run. Not going to bother filming me drilling holes, so I'll bring you guys back at the welding table. Let me try to do the handheld without making guys sick. So I got the forklift, got this suspended in the air, so working on getting these supports lined up so I can drill the holes. So I'm going to do this once I got her done. Both sides. All the holes are drilled, so we're good to go. Now all I got to do is clean up the edges, do a little weld prep, and then we'll get this thing welded up. Alrighty, we are all set up. Got it clamped down, got it all cleaned up, flap disc the areas that we're going to weld on, get rid of that mill scale. Of course, it wasn't bad on this stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and tack her up, and I'll pull some measurements and burn her in. I'll set you guys over to the side. I'm not sure you're going to see much, seeing I don't have a filter for the camera, but we'll get a little bit of welding shots. There you go, all welded up. Look pretty good. You can see the bubble in there. So they didn't warp, which is nice, so they're sitting level. Don't have any rock, so pretty pleased. I think what I want to do next, I'm going to go ahead and get these bolted on. Hang on, Chaos. He wants me to throw his cigar here. You ready? Get them bolted up, and I'm debating about putting a cross brace. I know all the force is basically front to back, so to speak, when you're lifting it up and folding your material. I don't know how much side load, but being that's about 350 pounds, I hate to have to rely on 4, 7, 16 bolts to try to keep it from moving. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I got plenty of material, so like I said, let me get that up, bolted up, kind of pull some measurements, and then I'll bring you guys back once I get that cut, and we'll get it weld prepped and burn it in. Oh, let's even get in here. All right, got it all tacked. Time to burn it in. Well, what do you say? Let's get this thing painted. Well, now we can get to watch paint dry. But it's looking good. So I finally got it in position and anchored down. Originally I wanted to stick it over here where the other brake was, but the problem, it fit fine, but when you put the counterweight on, it conflicted with the stomp shear. So that didn't work. So I've got it over here. I've got it moved over just a little bit. You know, I don't particularly like having it stick right here, but you can get by it. I mean, it kind of, I don't know, I kind of make a compromise, because if I stuck it over here on this side, you know, this way, then the counterweight's sticking all the way over here in this aisle, you know, so it was like a no-win situation. But there she is, all hooked up, ready to work. So we should be good to go. Hopefully the next sheet metal project that comes in will be you know, easy breezy. It might be a tad bit of a learning curve. I haven't bent anything on a box and pan brake in a long time, but you know, it's kind of like riding a bike, right? Guys, that's gonna be a wrap. Hope you enjoyed it. Do a little fab work, a little welding. Hadn't done that in a while, so a little different video. And if you kind of like this content, I appreciate a thumbs up. It never hurts. And you can subscribe there if you hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already. And if you are, I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. And like always, until the next project, we'll see you later. Take care. Bye.